Welcome back to the Oblivious Maximus podcast for another episode. I'm one of the two hosts, Aaron Osborne, and here on his very birthday.
Hey, thanks for having me, Aaron. Back on the pod.
Back on the pod for your birthday.
That we agreed to do together. Yeah, it's my birthday today. Big numbers on the gram today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a tough one. Do you share other people's stories about you?
And you did.
How early in the day do you go with it? You don't want to seem like you're really giving your birthday a big rev up. But
9 a.m., get it up.
yeah, fuck it, you know? I could use it. My car got stolen. I could really use it.
We'll see if we do this, but it's just me and Ben here, and we're test running a wide shot. So if anyone wants to get a real quick look at my knee and me wearing shorts on pod.
It's a good look, I reckon.
Pretty good look. I'm that meme again.
Oh, you're the meme of the
meme of, hey, babe, put on something nice.
Yeah, that'll be the clip, I reckon. Always good explaining a meme.
Also, I've got a cold, so perfect time to record myself in high quality audio. So
yeah, I know. I think people appreciate it.
Apologies for coughing in your ear on your commute.
No worries.
Cheers. Happy birthday.
Thank you, mate. I went for a little feed beforehand.
We did.
Down to our beloved Cornish Arms.
They love me down there.
The guy just came up and said, "Would you like alcohol?"
He knows me well, and I always say yes. So thank you to the staff of the Cornish Arms for putting us through our paces every week. Right, what are we going to do today?
Well, I think we do a bit of chat, and then we got some more stuff on the speak pipe.
Yep.
We got a few pipe.
A few pipe.
We got few pipe. This gets more deranged every time we do it.
Yeah.
The second time we've done it.
Yeah. Thanks, people.
You announced the shows in Sydney today.
Oh yeah. So Extortion's playing a Speed Christmas show, which should be very fun. Thanks, Speed, for having me and the band Extortion. I'm just bringing up the lineups here. So the one we're playing is on Saturday, the 21st of December. By the time this goes on the internet, I'm almost certain these shows will have sold out. So suck shit if you didn't get a ticket. So Extortion's playing Volatile Ways, Secret World, and Bozo. And that's at Manning Bar on the 21st of December. And then the next day on Sunday, pretty dope. They're doing an all ages show.
Sick as hell.
Yep. Mary's Underground on the 22nd with Scorn, Migraine, and The Real Deal. Thanks, Beast Mode, for having us. And those shows will be dope. I reckon by the time this goes on the internet, they'll
be gone.
Tickets will be exhausted. But
Travis Barker will have snapped up all the tickets.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Speed, for the collab post, letting Extortion have Travis Barker likes this picture come up in my phone.
That's a bit of fun.
It was good, good. Got me through the work day today. That little lol. Big Trav, see you there, mate.
Straight into the group chat.
Yeah, get in the group chat, Trav. Bring the game with you. Why not? That. And then Aglo's going to Perth in a couple of weeks. Playing Obliteration Fest if you're in Perth. Come over to that. See some Star Trek death metal.
I'll be there at the end.
Yeah. Ben will be there. Ben's doing stand-up. Do you know where you're doing stand-up over there?
I'm doing it at the Comedy Lounge in Perth. I'm doing Friday, I'm doing 6:30 and the 8:30 show. And then on the Saturday, I'm doing a 5 p.m., a 6:30 p.m. and an 8:30 p.m. all at the same venue.
Great.
So that should be a bit of fun. My first time in Perth ever. And my first time doing stand-up there, obviously. But yeah, good to get over there. I've heard a lot about the Comedy Lounge. It's like, I think it's Australia's only purpose-built comedy venue.
Oh, really?
The guy who owns it, Johnny, built it from scratch, went to a bunch of different comedy venues that he liked around the world and built this one specifically.
Yeah,
has decked it out. So I've heard nothing but good things about this venue. So I'm sick to, I can't wait to bloody get down there and do some gigs there.
Fucking get over there.
You got to get down.
You got to get down there.
It's going to be sick as hell, I reckon.
How's Catfish since you've been back?
Catfish has been all right. We unfortunately had to cancel the show last week.
Oh, no.
But that might have been my fault for fucking the promo. But we came back strong this week.
Good.
Sold well, killer show.
Nice.
And then I was only there for part of it because I ducked off and did some other gigs. But got the gig rolling, did the door, brought the MC on. Then, watched a couple of acts, and then and John, who's sitting in the studio with us, came along, and I did a drive from Catfish to this other smaller gig, Clyde. Jumped up there. Luckily, the guy who runs it put me on as soon as I got there. 5-minute set, and then drove to Hawthorne to Lido Cinemas, where I did the room over there every Tuesday. Don't worry about the details of this Tuesday gig, but did Lido, which is in the cinema there, which in the jazz room at the side. Went on last there. Did have to follow Dave Thornton because I was running late. So yeah,
how'd that feel?
Yeah, not bad. Probably audience less impressed by seeing me after an actual celebrity. But I think I did all right. A bit of a muck around. Then went back to Catfish to catch the last couple of acts and to pack up and all that sort of stuff. So great vibe at Catfish. We're back stronger than ever.
Nice.
So come down on a Tuesday. We're doing some. If you're a fan of the pod, you can use Catfish 50, get 50% off tickets. So
come on, pod listeners.
Oh, get down. If you're in Melbourne, get down to Catfish Comedy on a Tuesday. What else you doing?
Hey, fuck all.
Move band practice to Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm usually doing.
So a bit of that.
Good one.
And we got we got a big Halloween show coming up as well. So we're there every week, but we're doing like a special fun one for Halloween.
Nice.
I'm going to do something a little bit different, so it'll be fun. Yeah.
Spooky Ben.
Yeah, Spooky Ben. Yeah, I'm going to resurrect myself after I kill myself.
I'm not playing the show, but give a little plug to Gutless playing Danzig songs with Alan, previous guest of the show. Back on the Danzig impersonation.
Yes, big time.
On Halloween itself, Thursday the 31st of October.
And if you've seen Gutless play, those guys
they be rocking. Yeah, Gutless are rocking.
So they were, the Misfits cover.
And I think last Halloween they did Typo covers at Old Bar, and I didn't see it, but apparently it was awesome. So I can only imagine Alan in Danzig mode will be just as dope. And yeah, Gutless ripping it. I think it'll be sick. So.
Yeah, the Bendigo is going to be like.
Yeah, Ben's got the app dialed
got the soundboard back. I don't know how many more clicks I got left, but it still lets you play. It says noise will be overlaid on playback after 20 plays. So I think it just gets crazy.
What are
static.
they overlaying?
Well, we'll find out on this episode.
Will it be like those old mixtapes where it like says the guy's name?
I'd love that.
Do you remember those?
Yeah.
When you used to download them and it'd be like, there was a big one that was like, maybe it's that Old Town Road. He actually used the guy's like, where the producer just like yells his name out at the start of the song.
So like lay the producer tag over.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. Like,
over the beat.
Producer tags are so funny because that like Maybach music one is like the Australian model.
Yeah.
And there's like, I remember seeing like a clip about her, which is like, like Australia's been mentioned. I gotta know about this.
So maybe that's what's going to happen to the app.
Well, we'll find out if I have any cause to play. Something could happen. Something could happen. We never know. We do have a few more people that have sent us some messages, and a couple from last time.
Yeah, we kind of condensed them because Ben had to go, and we were just like, we didn't realize how many we had. I don't think.
No.
And how long people wanted to talk for.
People be chatting.
People be chatting in the pipe.
People are doing their own podcast over on SpeakPipe.
Yeah.
So Matt,
our friend,
has sent us a couple of trivia questions, and there could be a question in here for Otis.
So I guess we'll just try our best to answer.
But Otis will be back after the big AWOL tour.
Yeah.
We'll hear all about it, but we'll see what Matt had to say on his other questions. So it might be skipped.
Hello, boys.
Yeah, we get it, Matt.
Starting off,
all right.
This one's for you, Otis.
Oh, no.
Big guitar guy from the heavy rock and roll band AWOL.
That's me.
AWOL's a song by Exodus. Which heavy metal guitarist started the band Exodus?
So Matt and I actually talked about this at trivia the other day.
Right, okay.
And it's a good trivia question
Yeah, that's a great one.
because Kirk Hammett from Metallica started Exodus.
That's a great one.
Yeah, John's sitting right there with a Kill 'Em All jumper. I blurted out Gary Holt, who is the guitar player of Exodus, but it's Kirk Hammett. So for anyone out there who doesn't know how to use Google,
That's the answer.
that's the answer.
Sorry, Otis.
Sorry, Otis.
There is a part of that episode where Otis goes, "Is there a question for me?" I was like, "Don't worry about it, Otis.
Shut up, man.
I got to play sound effects." Thanks for that one, Matt. And then I believe there's one more, which I'm guessing is for you. Let's see what he's got to say.
And Aaron,
Yep.
last one's for you.
Thanks, Matt.
Hold on one sec.
All
Better
right.
go through some lights.
No worries, mate. Take your time.
You're a bit of a clever fella.
Yep.
Bit of a clever fella. Don't know what's going on here. A master. You are of business.
Yeah, I
They
am a
tell me.
master of business.
I just want to know from you, what's the name of the funny little hat you wear when you graduate from university?
Yeah.
Okay, boys. Thanks for your time. Pipe up, pipe on. Don't stop piping. See ya.
Oh, no. Matt's been hit off his bike. Thanks for writing in there, Matt. That's great, mate.
God, these sound effects.
If people quickly give us some feedback about these sound effects.
The answer, again, I only know this because we definitely talked about this at the pub after we didn't play Matt's questions. So I am a master of business. I'm a master of administering business, in fact.
Yep. Did you have to wear the funny little hat?
No, well, so this is where the tale went. I have 3 degrees. Smart as fuck. I have not been to a graduation ceremony once in my life.
You just got him to email it to you.
Just got him to email it to me. Send me that PDF and I'll print it out myself. No, I've just been like circumstantially never been able to go to a graduation. But when I did graduate from my master's, my mum sent me her hat and the robe. And then, because I thought I was going to go, and then I looked it up and now they make you wear like colored ones. I think it's just like a thing to get fleece more money out of you.
Yeah, right. And what? But you pay more per color?
No, like you just can't BYO. You have to get the one they allocate to you. So like for my degree, it was like a black robe with like a blue thing on it. Like
Aren't these fucking unis making enough
oh,
money?
Mike, tell me about it. Hex step forever. So I couldn't use her thing anyway. But I didn't know what the hat was called until Matt told me the other day. I think it's called a TAM, TAM.
Oh,
a TAM hat?
This was actually a question on. I was watching Guy Montgomery's
spelling bee, yeah.
and this was one of the spelling things.
It's called a TAM hat. So for anyone out there who has graduated,
isn't it like a Tam O'Shanter or something like
Maybe.
that? Or maybe that's something else. Oh no, that's the Tam O'Shanter is the like very classic looking Scottish hat. That's different again.
so if you're graduating in Scotland, that's what you're wearing.
Yeah. I was gonna. What is it called? Just graduation hat.
Yeah, I think it's just TAM.
Oh yeah, it is.
TAM hat. Anyway, I have one of them in my cupboard that I've never returned to my mum. Not like she's going to graduate from anything anytime soon. So,
Man, there's some funky looking ones on the net here. You can get all sorts of colors.
yeah, well, that's the big thing now. They're all like colored and anyway. So I
Gang
couldn't use
signs.
it. Got one in my cupboard. But yeah, that's what it's called. Thanks, Matt.
Little trivia question. And RIP, Matt. You really got to be no more putting in speak pipes while you're on the road.
The bike.
The fact that he did that on the road is actually quite impressive.
Yeah.
Considering we had another person who couldn't figure it out on their computer.
Yeah. And given that the AirPods Matt uses are my old AirPods that I gave him because I couldn't make phone calls on them. So I guess they work.
They work.
So maybe I should have kept them.
Well done, Matt. Thank you very much, mate. We actually do have to get I got to message Otis and get him to do a speak pipe theme.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon we got to get a theme going as well.
He can do that.
He can do that. All right. This next one is from Jem.
Hey guys, love the podcast. I've got a quick question. The other day, my husband called me a Desmond, and he said I should ask you what a Desmond is. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jem.
Thank you, Jem. Appreciate that.
What easier way to say? I guess you're a loser, as far as a dork,
Yeah, it's like a dork or like
a punisher.
Punisher. But then Punisher is also like so I guess a Punisher is someone is also, what is it, sweater as well?
Yep.
These are all come from
BGO, Michael Crafter.
Yeah, let's not go into that too much. And I guess it's just like weird colloquial slang for located to punk in the 2000s.
Yeah, in Australia.
Which just means like moron.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. And I guess like Punisher is a universal term, I would say.
I think it has become more universal, but I remember saying it around comedy and people were like, what do you mean? So I think it's a Punisher is still kind of specific to music.
Sure.
I think. I don't know what they say. I haven't heard any specific ones for other industries.
Yeah. Call in and let us know, what industry are you from and what do you call someone who loves you and will not leave you alone?
Yeah, I guess that's the sort of thing. It's like, it's not really like a loser. It's someone that's like hanger on.
Oh yeah. But I would say the other thing too is like, I think there's been a lot of I've heard a lot of chat about this over the years. How I would say like everyone on their worst day is a Punisher.
Oh yeah,
and like I think I've talked at length on this already, that like I actively punished I Hate God so much that I just became friendly with them.
They just let you in.
They just let me in. And like to the point now where like when Agla played with them in Sydney, I was talking to Gary, the bass player at the back, and a guy came up and started talking to him. And the guy I didn't know who he was. And the guy was like, oh, sorry for interrupting. I know you love I Hate God. Like to me. Like he just I didn't know who he was, but he just knew that I loved I Hate God. And Gary just laughed and was like, man, people know you as like the guy who loves I Hate God. So.
Aaron's punishing, world famous.
Yeah, my punishment is next level. But no, Desmond, I think is just like a loser, a dog. A flop, a flog. So your husband, maybe he's the Desmond. From the sounds of things.
Yeah, so I guess the Desmond is. Thank you, Jem, for sending.
Yeah, thanks for calling in.
Thanks for calling in. Maybe we've got to take live calls at some point.
Oh, that'd be good.
Imagine how crazy you would get with that.
I don't know how we would do that. Finding this app was funny enough.
Yeah.
And that it's called SpeakPipe is pretty funny.
Yeah, except we did not pick up on that when we started using it.
No. Who?
I think it was when the episode you did with Matto and
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they just thought it was funny. I didn't think, I was like, oh, yeah, SpeakPipe. I guess that's what the app's called.
There we go. Anyway. This next one is from last time. We didn't get around to this one, but it's from Cameron Hull. And he's got a question for us.
G'day, mates. It's your old pal Cameron Hull here.
Hey, Cam.
Just thinking about a bit of metalcore at the moment with Parkway in town. And thought it might be fun to give us your top 3 metalcore riffs from the good old days. Cheers.
Thanks, Cam.
Thanks, Cam.
Appreciate it. Yeah, this is a tough one for me because I am terrible with song names.
Yeah, also bad with song names. I can't remember who I was saying this to the other night.
We were talking about it with Lewis.
Oh, yeah, with Lewis.
You were recording a couple of songs with him. Are we announcing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We recorded a new Aglo thing. It'll come out soon.
Whoops, I started playing something. But I was thinking about it. I'm more listen to albums in full.
Yes, same.
So I'm often just listening to it in the car or whatever.
Yeah.
But I will, and then if I'm putting a playlist together, I'll definitely have to like flick through the album.
Yeah, to find the thing that you like.
Song that I want. But
I would say like this, and the point I was making the other day is, I actively straight up do not know what a lot of like I Hate God songs are called. And like same with Sabbath and stuff. just don't know what they're called.
That's why the name 3 songs meme has always bamboozled me.
Yeah. Track 5.
Yes.
All right. So top metalcore riffs. I'll also preface this by saying I don't really listen to metalcore, but there's some metalcore bands I do like, I would say.
Well, I think for me, I guess maybe, and I'm also not spot on with the genres here, but I would say for me, an album that I listened to a lot was Darkest Hour, Undoing Ruin.
Oh, yeah. Huge.
That was a sick
one. Big album.
Big album. I listened to that a lot. Particular song, just the opening track, With 1,000 Words to Say But One, is a ripper. Just that big lead up into the riff hitting. It's fucking sick as hell. But I think what I do like about it is like his vocals are just unreal.
Yeah.
So pick any riff you like on that, Cam.
Yeah, go listen to that record, Cam.
And then we sort of gave Killswitch a bit of a mention.
Yeah, I as a joke said my favorite metalcore riff is Killswitch covering Holy Diver by Dio. But, I wouldn't say, I'd say I'd probably correct with that. The cover's sick but I mean also that, what was their big song?
My Curse.
John, what was another one?
Oh, no, hang on. What song am I thinking of?
As Daylight Dies. This is End of Heartache.
Yeah, okay. What's this?
Daylight Dies. What is the...
I thought, I mean, I just like, the thing with Killswitch was the pinch harmonics for me, just like the big squeals was always like, that's why you would listen to that band. And then the homie produced the first Parkway record.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
First 2. Okay. And that Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em, the pinch harmonic riff is like
unreal.
And I mean, I would say like, I know we talked about it on the last one, but seeing, I would say arguably now, like I would say, Australian bias, but Parkway are the best metalcore band to me.
Absolutely.
Like they're the only band of that genre who managed, they became like a stadium rock band, but I mean, they're watching them the other night play that medley of
the
songs off that first record made me feel like a kid. It fucking rocked.
That was an awesome moment, and particularly that it was a medley of the
heaviest parts,
the best riffs and everything. So
and I kind of thought when they started doing it that they were just going to do like 10 seconds or 30 seconds of each song, but they played like 2.5 minutes of every song that they play. Like they played most of some of the songs.
Yeah, which I guess is what is the beauty about the genre.
Mm-hmm. What else you got? You got another one?
I'm trying to think. I'm really drawing a blank here. I guess also metalcore not a massive genre for me as well.
John's posed a question like, John, I'm going to take it further. This is that girl in the crowd meme.
Yeah, we should hold it up to the cam, John. Stick it in front of this one.
Is integrity metalcore? Is what John asks.
This is a good element for the pod, I think.
Is integrity? I mean, I guess that is a good question, John.
You pose an interesting question, John.
Interesting question, John. I mean, I guess technically speaking, metalcore was initially like hardcore bands that did crossover.
Yes,
and then it just got, I guess, more and more. Well, I think probably the where people would define metalcore now, the sound of what people say is metalcore is like the Swedish death metal bands, like Swedish melodic death metal bands that I guess those bands liked and then added breakdowns to it. So like bands like
In Flames
and At the Gates and The Haunted and stuff like that. And actually what I was going to say is like, although they would not be considered a metalcore band, like the Haunted record, Made Me Do It, is fucking awesome and is like, that's kind of like proto metalcore, I suppose. Like
what about Black Dahlia Murder?
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, yeah, I'd say they're a metalcore band.
Yeah, one of those early records I listened to heaps.
Miasma?
That one was a big one.
Yeah.
And they're back.
They are back. They were very good, actually. They play with Carcass. And I suppose also, to be honest, Carcass kind of helped invent metalcore in a way by inventing melodic death metal.
Well, Cam, I hope that's helped you out.
Yeah.
We're not the metalcore experts over here.
No.
Maybe we'll get someone when we get Lachlan Watt back, and he can
really tell us about it.
He's big on that stuff.
That was, I'm pretty sure we called that episode
Metalcore is back.
Metalcore is back. So just go back and listen to Lachlan talk about metalcore. That'll answer it.
Tune into the Racket every Tuesday. Well, thanks for that, Cam. We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's see who else we got here. We've had Luke write into us. Not sure who Luke is. Listener of the pod. Appreciate you writing into us, Luke.
For dialing in.
Let's hear from Luke.
Hey guys, just a quick question. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Prom Queen reunion.
Topical with the metalcore theme. Prom Queen reunion.
Big time.
I'm friends with the members of the band, and good on them. Good luck to them.
Yeah.
Do I need to see I Killed the Prom Queen again? No. Will I go? Probably.
Yes. What has they announced any venues yet, or is it any tour been announced?
I don't
yet?
think anything's been announced. Just that Snake Heart.
Someone's just really having a crack in After Effects.
Yeah. Crafter yelled at the Parkway shows and
Now they're back.
Fired up the Instagram reel.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think Prom Queen, they didn't have, they sort of did continue for a while afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I think the unfortunate, no shade again, friends with
Aaron
people in
being
the band.
very careful.
Walking on eggshells around people I know. No, but I think they would probably be fine to admit. I don't think people really cared too much when they did more stuff later. They had their time.
The prime period is what people are looking for.
Yes.
Because that what's that record called?
Recently Deceased.
Yeah, that was a big record.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, massive. And, Crafter after Big Brother and that whole thing, the tour. Paddy and I booked the Canberra show. Bring Me the Horizon with one of the opening bands.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
And would you say you saw him at the youth centre?
I've definitely seen him at a youth centre, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
same.
I'm a youth centre.
I think I saw him at Bayswater Community Centre.
I think I might have played with him at a youth centre one time. But no, I think the other thing too for me was Kevin, who played guitar in Prom Queen. Me and him became pretty good friends many, many years ago just because of guitar dork shit. And he was a very good initial proponent of wearing I Exist shirts a lot and helping promote
Big
my
merch
band.
sale stuff.
So thank you, Kevin from Prom Queen, for that.
I think, I think it'll be a bit of fun. It'll be that classic era, I guess. Are they just going to play the first couple of albums in full? It'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. And it'll be interesting to see, I'm always interested with these older bands coming back. Will they have a bunch of younger bands support? Which I think in that instance is a cool thing.
Yes. And I think in light of the, a contemporary of theirs really, Dave Contempt. I mean, they were older than them, but Dave Contempt playing the Kingpin Fest the other day, there is a real time for this resurgence of older bands coming back right now. Both, bands in America have been doing it for the last 10 years, but it seems to be now Australia's got our bands are that old now so that it can come back around again. And I think there's two things with it for me. I think it's cool when bands play a couple shows and then that's it.
Yes.
And then I think it's cool if they come back with the right intentions. Where it's not cool and where it gets really cringe is when it's just fucking reunion shows every 6 months for the same band. And then it dies so quickly. After the third one, there's fucking no one there.
So we got to put a cap on the amount of shows you're allowed to play.
Yeah, so this is me alerting old bands.
And when can we expect the I Exist reunion?
Well, we get asked all the time, but the reality is I can't get Jake to go to a pub in Canberra, let alone play a show. There's no way I can get him to come to Melbourne.
No way. All right. Well, and yeah, for anyone asking about the Crush reunion, stop emailing me.
Just buy a shirt from Ben. He's still got them.
I'm still sitting on them. I got to ship these things. And if you want to know what Crush is, email me. My old band's got a fuckload of 7 inches I'm looking to shift. I still owe Hobbity about $400. Thank you, Tom.
If anyone wants like 300 copies of the first Mental Cavity LP as well, you can just let me know.
Yeah, let me know. Maybe that should be a criteria for the reunion. How many copies of your old shit you got?
Yeah. Oh man, some of those bands that have a fucking ton. I mean, even good bands that people like, you still end up with. And also, Prom Queen come from the era of like Youth Large. So like Kevin's dad's got to have a fucking cupboard full of Youth Large shirts somewhere.
Absolutely.
A box load that never sold.
Maybe that could be a fun thing. If you've got a defunct band, send us how much old merch you've got sitting in your house.
Yeah, and I'll show you mine.
Yeah.
Like,
we'll put that up.
Because I got fucking heaps.
And whoever's got the highest stack of Gildan boxes, we'll send them more merch. We'll send them a prize pack.
I'll send you a prize pack of a shitload of size small I Exist shirts.
All right, sick as. We'll get that going.
Yep, that's a good one.
All right, we got a couple others here we didn't get around to from last time. This one is from Tanea.
Hello, gentlemen. Tanea speaking. I would like to know when Matt is going to bring the daylight curse back. Thank you.
All right, so
also
while I'm at it.
Whoa, whoops! Don't worry about that.
Also topical. I think for anyone.
So anyone who can't hear that, from Today calling us inside a washing machine. That was when will Matt from Trivia.
Matt
Roberts. When will he bring the daylight curse back? Now, since Tanea sent this question in, she also answered an interview, I guess, of her top 3 bands that she'd like to see come back, and gave the daylight curse a shout out.
Gave the daylight curse. I think it was number 1 on her
list. Which is pretty cool.
Which is huge for our group chat because 2 members of the daylight curse are in our group chat.
And we after the Parkway shows, we said, what could have been? That could have been the curse up there.
Could have been Helm and Matt up there.
And somehow Tanea had some psychic abilities and mentioned that in the article.
Yeah. And that could have been the case. So for anyone who doesn't know, the Daylight Curse were a contemporary of I Killed the Prom Queen and Parkway Drive. Sunshine Coast Metalcore.
Absolutely.
And they were very riffy, I would say. A lot of influence from like hair metal bands, which is very sick. But, I would say the likelihood of the Daylight Curse doing anything ever again is very slim.
Absolutely. I would say you can bet on it.
Given that Morgsy, who played guitar for the Daylight Curse, lent Aglo his 5150 when we played the Sunshine Curse a couple months ago, and it was so rusty that when Lee turned it on to use it, it just simply didn't make any noise. So
wow.
The first hurdle the Daylight Curse will have to get over is finding Morgsy an amp to use.
And if you got a picture of your rusty merch, please send it in. We'd love to see it. I think I've sold off all of my equipment from when I played in a band. I've still got a couple. I've got a couple of leads hanging around, and that's it.
Let me tell you, I got more gear than I could poke a stick at. So if anyone needs any gear, let me know.
I got this thing. I'm using this from now on. If I join a band, it's going to be just this.
The sample pad. All right, who's next? What do we got?
Well, we've only got one left. For now. It's just really a bit of feedback from last time.
Yep.
From Emma, who was talking to us a bit about, gave us a bit of grief about our raffle draw that we did, and
harsh feedback.
And we want to redeem ourselves. So for those of you who don't know, we absolutely cooked it at the Cold Day in Brisbane trying to announce a raffle. No one in the room
Present
who had the ticket. I think we got up to 4 tickets we pulled out. No good.
It honestly, like, truly one of the things in my life where, like, I was just like, what are we doing up here?
Yeah.
We got to get off this
Embarrassing
stage.
moment. Right before 50 lines.
Yeah, they were setting up behind us and it was just 2 fucking idiots taking up space.
Yeah. Oh, well, you can't win them all, can you?
But there was a nice photo of us was taken in the moment.
That is true. That is true. So we come with an annoying raffle, we leave with memories. So I've got one more left, and this is from Emma again.
Look, while I'm at it, I thought I'd send another one in.
Yep.
I'm on a roll. Hardcore is just so good at the moment. Amazing. Kingpin was sick. The speed shows the week before, like all those side shows were mad. Bands are popping off. Friends are having fun. Shout out to Hardcore. Melbourne Hardcore forever. Yeah. Also, Threshold. Love them. So good. Not even because they're my friends. They're just, like, sick. Anyway, the thoughts of
Real stream
Threshold's number one
real stream
fan.
of consciousness forever.
Hey.
Yeah, as I said, people are doing their own pods
Just podcasting
into SpeakPipe.
into SpeakPipe.
We've given people the technology. I think it's sort of careful what you wish for sort of
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, I mean, we've said it on the pod before. Shows are sick at the moment.
Yeah.
I would love to try and get out to some more. It's there's a lot on.
Yeah, it's hard out there.
Yeah, as we said, big hit, the old Kingpin Festival. Talked about it a fair bit last time, although we did have some, concerns about the location. But
Yeah,
I'm sure that's in the works now.
Hopefully that's been addressed by the next Kingpin Fest.
I've got to get Jake back on here. Grill him, put him under the big lamp.
If you make me go to St Kilda one more time.
No, but seriously, thanks, Jake. We appreciate everything you do. You killed it, mate.
Tanea just asked a question, also just mentioned by Emma.
Yep.
Guest reveal is going to be the next guest on this podcast.
Next guest is going to be Tanea from Threshold. And the great thing is we haven't recorded the episode yet.
Yeah.
Why would we have?
Yeah. We do this the week we put them out, guys.
That's it. We're flying. And as you know, some weeks we don't even put one up. We're trying to get better at that, bit of consistency. But if you would like to ask a question for Tanea or myself or for Aaron, jump on the pipe.
Hit the pipe.
Send us a question, comment, maybe more questions.
Yeah.
Not so much comment.
Yeah. Not so much your podcast.
Yeah. But look, we'll play it.
Yeah.
We'll play it, no
We'll
doubt.
play
So, yeah, we played a shit last week. So, no one knows the depths of which we'll go to.
I think I've found the person who's sending in the shits too.
I think I know who it is too.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to say who you think it is?
Mikey Nolan.
No, it's Massimo. Yeah.
Well,
he revealed himself to me. Unless he was lying to get on the pod, but it was Massimo. Thank you, Massimo.
yep.
I appreciate
or Mikey Nolan, who's also been on the podcast.
Yes, could be.
So if Mikey's shitting, good to hear from you, brother.
Yeah.
Hope your bowels are okay.
Yeah, do it in the studio next time.
Or Mondays at Old Bar.
Mondays at Old Bar, you can get
Mikey shitting himself on stage.
That's it.
All right. So next episode, Tanea.
Yep.
We got a couple other ones booked in.
Got a couple of ones booked in. We're looking forward to it. And yeah, if you'd like to reach out to either of us,
Yeah.
SpeakPipe.
SpeakPipe. Oblivious Maximus, the SpeakPipe. Anything else coming up you want to plug?
No, just this little Perth trip, but I'm at a venue, so
Yeah.
I get paid either way.
Yeah.
So come along. And yeah, I think I'll probably announce a few more shows later in the year. But more on that later.
Nice.
My website's back up and running, servo.net. Still a work in progress, but you can actually go to it again.
check in, guys. See
Check
what
it on
Ben's
my
been up
website.
to.
Let me know what I should put on my website. What you'd like to see on there.
Go to the speak pipe and tell Ben what he should put on his website.
But yeah, thanks for listening into another episode.
Yeah.
You've got a few bits of homework. You got to send us your merch as much. You know, your biggest stack of merch will win a prize pack.
Yep. Of my biggest stack of merch.
And
if you got a rusty amp, let me see a pic
your
of it.
shittest bit of gear.
Yeah, actually, that's a better one. Not how rusty it is, just the worst item that you are holding on to for some reason. Send that in.
Yeah, that'd be
people
sick.
got some absolute dog shit out there.
Yeah, we'd love to see that. So
I love to see that.
send us a pic on the gram. You know how to do that.
Yep.
Or you can email us at
God, what is it? Oblivious Maximus podcast at gmail.com.
That's it.
That's it.
You can send it in. All right. Well, thanks, Aaron.
Hey, thanks, Ben. Happy birthday, mate.
Thank you very much, mate. They say I'm charmed.
Hey, thanks, J Hat, for sitting in the corner this whole time.
Yeah, and
What's he got?
what do you got on the thing, J Hat? Hey, it's my website. Hey, that's sick as hell.
Look at that go.
We got to get you on the screen thing.
We're going to have to go the wide angle now.
Yeah, I got to chuck that in for
Audio listeners, head to YouTube.
Head to YouTube. Yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Comment. All that. Okay. Let's get out of here.
See ya.
Bye.